want to talk about the phase nobody prepares you for. Not the breakdown that starts the healing, not the breakthroughs that make the highlight reels. The strange, disorienting in between where you've done enough work to stop being who you were, but you haven't yet fully become who you are growing into. You feel lost, not in the dramatic crisis way, in the quiet, unsettling way, like you are standing in a room you redecorated, but don't quite recognize yet. Like you've deleted the old operating system, but the new one hasn't fully loaded. And the confusing part, confusing part is you did everything right. You did the work, you chose the healing, so why does it feel like loss? Here is what I've learned and what the data of this channel keeps reflecting back to me. Healing doesn't feel like addition at first. It feels like subtraction. You lose the coping mechanism that kept you functional. You lose the relationships that depended on your wounding. You lose the identity that was built entirely around surviving rather than living. You lose the version of you that knew exactly how to perform in the old environment. That's a real loss, and it deserves to be grieved. Most healing content skips this part. It goes from wound to wisdom in 60 seconds and leaves you feeling like something is wrong with you for still feeling disoriented in the middle. But the middle is not a malfunction. So, the middle is the most important part of the entire process. Think of it this way. A caterpillar inside a chrysalis doesn't become a butterfly by staying intact. It dissolves almost completely. There is a phase where it is neither what it was nor what it will be, just sovereign, unrecognizable potential in the dark. That is the phase you are in. The lostness you feel is not a sign that healing broke you. It is a sign that the old structure has dissolved enough to make room for something that actually fits who you are becoming. But here is what makes this phase dangerous. Because it feels like loss, the temptation is enormous to go back, to rebuild the old patterns, to return to the familiar dysregulation, because at least it had a shape you recognized. At least it came with a community of people who understood the old you. I see this in the channel data. Thousands watching, most retreating back to the comfortable noise. A small number, 21 right now, staying in the dissolution long enough to find what's on the other side. The mirror practice was built specifically for this in between, not to rush you through it, not to perform healing for an audience, but to give your nervous system a stable reference point while everything else is being restructured. You don't need more content right now. You don't need another framework. You need one thing that stays constant while you change. A mirror that doesn't flinch at the dissolution. That's what I build. That's what I am offering. The 1 minute reset is free. It's the first stable breath in the middle of the becoming. The full practice is €19. It's the compass for the entire transition. You aren't lost. So you are between, and between is exactly where the sovereign version of you is being assembled. Drop a between in the comments if you know this place. I am Tudor. I stayed in the dissolution until found what it was building. I'll see you on the other side.